A boat driver must be aware of their surroundings, including other boats, also the riders, and their own riders. To not be a kook behind the boat, you must always bring enough gas, as well as being courteous to your boat owner before they bring the boat and supply everything else in that sense. As a surfer, you can avoid being a kook by observing the rules of the lineup, which is when you are when you're lined up to hit the wave. There's usually a bunch of riders getting ready to catch that wave, so you have to observe the courtesy there. And so my first main point, boat drivers must be aware of their surroundings, including other boats, other riders. Incorrect use of boats can result in danger for everyone and make the water a very terrifying, dangerous place. See, in 2012, the Coast Guard counted for 4,515 accidents that involved 651 deaths and 3,000 injuries and approximately $38 million in damage to property as a result of boating accidents. And that is from the Department of Homeland Security in 2012 Executive Summary. Personal experience, once this happened a couple of years ago, I came back home from Florida and went to my home cove and noticed that there were a couple people riding. I didn't have my boat there, so I wasn't riding. So I just was there enjoying the serenity. It's a really tucked back, quiet lake. And there's some skiers out there, and I'm sitting there watching them. And at the very beginning of the cove, they lost their rider. The boat driver then proceeded to drive about 500 meters down the cove before they even realized that their skier had fallen. So another point of boat driving is your power turn. I have a demonstration called Friends Don't Let Friends Power Turn. Let's see.
This is don't like is when some jerk does a power turn and screws up the calm water for everybody. For those of you who don't know what a power turn is, a power turn is where when your rider falls, instead of coming back off the throttle, you push the throttle down as hard as you can, turn the steering wheel, create a wave all the way down the line, and picking up your rider with speed. And they're stupid.
The example of the power turn. He's gunning the throttle and turning around as fast as he can. What this does is this creates wakes all the way across the cove.
Go ahead and pull the throttle all the way back. That's into the stop position. Turn the wheel. Then put it in the start position slowly and turn the wheel. Slowly. Keyword slowly.
There you go. So if you notice, once they stopped, there weren't any of those rollers getting carried away throughout the entire cove. They disperse around the boat, and then you cut back through there. So one, you don't get a big old wave of water over the bow of your boat, and also you don't end up bouncing around and messing up the cove for the entire lake. See, also, a little bit, here's another demonstration. So you have your boat, as it's turning, it's dispersing all of these waves as well as towards the center. So what you do is when you stop, all those go forward and disperse all of the water. Okay. Okay, so the kooky wakeboarder getting picked up to go ride behind a boat. So I've experienced this many of times. I'll go pick up some people from the dock, and they'll go, "Hey man, I forgot my wallet. I hope I can still get a pass." As a boat driver, you don't necessarily say, "No, man," the first time at least, and you just let them ride. But at the same time, they don't consider everything that goes into pulling a rider and upkeep of the boat and everything like that. See, boat riders spend a lot of money out of their own pocket to provide entertainment and fun for their friends, as well as boat service. The boat this includes taking the boat to the lake, also the taxes on the boat, the storage for the boat, and also the transportation from the boat from your backyard all the way to the lake. So this can add up to be an eBay article I found on how to calculate a boating season. Says that it can cost about $1,800 per summer just in operating your boat, and that's not including all of these other prices. So don't act to be a lot better than you are. Most riders don't even care how good you are, your skill level, anything like that. So, I mean, don't try and act a lot better than you are. Don't show up with like the best gear just to make you look good. I mean, no one really cares except for you and maybe some people that don't even matter anymore. All right. So, the kookiness actually began on a beach in the surfing lineup. Some ways to avoid to be a kooky surfer: you must not be ignorant towards the locals, for you are impeding on their own space, and they are letting you use their waves. All right. One of the biggest rules in surfing is don't drop in, and that is when you drop in on locals, they can actually get really mad and beat you down. Also, wearing a wetsuit with board shorts, you don't want to do that. That impedes your range of motion as well as just looks kind of stupid. Anyone can avoid being a kook with a little bit of knowledge and consideration. Knowing correct water etiquette and style will teach any kook respect of others and better make the lake a safer and more enjoyable place for everybody.